Hello everyone, welcome back to Cindy's Cooking. I have this amazing sandwich recipe for you and I think you're going to love it. Absolutely love it. It's so easy to make. So let's get right to the recipe. It's a jerk. You know the feeling in the jerk patty seasoning? So I had leftover and I thought, what should I do with it? And I was like, okay, I should turn it into a sandwich. And oh my god, this was so good and people wanted the recipe, so here we go. So in your pot, add some olive oil, whatever oil that you'd like to use, you have on hand. And when it gets hot, we're gonna add some Epis. So this is kind of like a, from scratch jerk seasoning, but you can use the jar stuff from the store if you want. But I prefer to do this. It tastes a lot better. So we're gonna add some Epis seasoning. You absolutely need your Epis seasoning. Absolutely need it. And in that Epis seasoning, we're gonna mince some ginger. It's okay to do that because we're gonna ground the beef after I turn it into a paste. So there I added my clove, allspice, and coriander and black pepper that I grounded together, and I put it in the pot. So we're gonna let that get a little toasty. On medium high heat, and then we're gonna add some, this is like I said, the coriander seeds, cloves, allspice, and black pepper. I grounded on my pesto thing with, you know what I mean, my pilon, that's what I meant. So I grounded and put it in there. So now we're gonna add, after it gets toasty, you see how it's a little bit brown, it's perfectly toasted. We're gonna add some browning. I don't have measurements, so just do as I do. Adjust your seasoning, adjust your spices. If you don't like the stuff that I use alternatives. And this is the beef that I had at home. I'm using the beef patties, because I didn't want to go out and buy other one. In this inflation, we're using what we have in the house. We're using what we have in the house. Okay, we're gonna be creative. We're not buying extra stuff because, honey, it is hard out here. Let me tell you, it's hard. So go ahead and mash that and make sure it's all into pieces, the ground beef. I'm adding a little bit more browning because I want it to be really dark, like real dark. The darker the better. Joking. I'm so joking, but I'm not. Give it a stir, and now we're gonna add our seasoning. So adding a little pinch of cinnamon powder, a pinch of, well, that wasn't a pinch, that was a little bit more than a pinch, but we add some cinnamon, some nutmeg, because it's jerk seasoning, nutmeg, and a little bit of cumin. And I also added some curry to mine. Listen, my jerk seasoning is top notch. It's very different, it's really good. And some smoked paprika, like I said, my curry powder too, a little bit of that, and some chicken bouillon for flavor, more taste. And this is not necessary, but I love using this when I'm making my meats. I really do. My poultry and my meats, I really love. I don't know, it just enhances the flavor. Listen, guys, I don't know, when you guys follow my recipes, do you use everything I mention? Because if you do, I know that food tastes good. Like I know it tastes good. Okay, so add some fresh parsley, although these don't look too fresh, but some parsley and some thyme, and Scotch Bonnet pepper if you want it spicy. You can add just one if you don't want it to be too spicy, but I added two because I like spicy stuff. And of course some lime juice, because if you're cooking meat, seafood, whatever you're cooking, chicken, you better use lime juice or vinegar or lemon juice. If you don't, please don't ever offer me your food. Okay, make it spicy. I like spicy. And by the way, speaking of spicy, my merch is out. I hope that you click through it and see if you like anything and get something for yourself or somebody that you like. And taste as you go, so you can adjust your seasoning. So obviously I tasted it and I felt like it needed something more, so I added a little bit more, little bit more seasoning. It was just a little bit, it wasn't too much, just a little bit, and a little bit of salt also. So now I'm gonna lower the heat and let it cook. So now I'm gonna make the spread. I'm using mayonnaise, honey mustard, Dijon mustard, I'm sorry, Dijon mustard, ketchup, and sweet chili sauce. But I highly suggest to use barbecue sauce. I did not have any barbecue sauce in the house, and I didn't want to go out just for that, to be honest with you guys. But listen, please use barbecue sauce in that spread. Use it, please. When I tell you this is good. And by the way, subscribe. Yes. So once the meat was done, I let it cool down, and I'm gonna go ahead and turn it into a paste. You don't have to do that, but I just wanted to do that. I don't know. Do that. Actually, do that. You have to do that. Yes, do that. Do everything I do. So now that it's turned into a paste, we're gonna build our sandwich. For my vegetables, I'm using tomatoes, red onion, cilantro, a lot of cilantros, and lettuce. So I toasted my bread with some cheese, some cheddar cheese. Use cheddar cheese also. If you don't like cheddar, you can use whatever cheese you like, but this is what I had at home, and so this is what I'm using. So we're gonna go ahead and spread that spread all over it. All of it. Yes. Listen, that sandwich was so good. Oh, it was so good. Everybody loved it. So now we're gonna go ahead and build our sandwich. Add your tomatoes, your peppers. I added a lot. I added all the tomatoes that I can, because it just makes it taste so good. All the onions and lots of cilantro and lettuce. It was just really good, you guys. Like, it was just amazing. Add onion, purple onion. And don't, if you say red onion, something is wrong with you, because it's purple onion. So now go ahead and add your meat on top, the ground beef paste, and then add the lettuce on top with the cilantro. Oh, the cilantro on top. Oh my god, the cilantro. Wow. You guys, you have to try this sandwich. You have to. It's so easy and it's so delicious. Next time your friends invite you to, I don't know, a game night or something, you go into your friend's house and someone has to bring something, bring that. I promise you, bring that. And if they ask you where you got the recipe from, be sure to say from Cindy's Cooking. Yes. So I think it's necessary that you follow this step. You build a sandwich on the foil, so that way when you're folding it, wrapping it, it's easy, because it's so stuffed. You don't want anything to fall apart. So do it that way. By the way, I've been told that I have pretty hands. I should be a hand model. If you know someone looking for a hand model, let me know. Yeah. So go ahead now and like cut this. This is like a foot long sandwich. Subway ain't got nothing on this, okay? Oh, this is something I should serve when I open my restaurant. Look at this, you guys. And this is the recipe. Isn't that like the easiest recipe ever? This is the easiest recipe. And of course, I will list all the ingredients in the description box. Make sure to check it out. And it's not a lot. It's very easy. Like I said, if you don't want to do it from scratch, you can, use the store-bought jerk seasoning, which is also great. But I just wanted to do it that way because I don't know, I just I just like my stuff that way from scratch. And so I hope you guys like this recipe and give it a try. Take a bite and subscribe to my channel if you like this recipe. And thank you for being here, and check my store. Thank you.